insurance or homeowners insurance? What's it all about? I know I have struggled with the major differences between these two types of insurances over the years, so here's a bit of advice based on what I've learned, making many of the mistakes. What does landlord insurance mean? If you're a landlord or thinking about becoming one, this is the insurance you absolutely need to have in your corner. And depending on the type of activity you are going to be operating will depend on the specific type of landlord's insurance that you need. So why is it different from your typical homeowner's insurance? Well, landlord insurance is designed to cover the unique risks and situations that come with renting a property out to your tenants or guests in the majority of my cases. Think about it this way. When you're a landlord, you're not just dealing with the usual wear and tear that comes from living in a home. You've got tenants coming and going, and that can mean unpredictable scenarios. Maybe your tenant accidentally causes damage to the property, or worse, they stop paying rent altogether. And let's not forget about the legal side of things. If you find yourself needing to evict a tenant or facing a lawsuit related to your rental property, you'll be glad you have landlord insurance in your corner. This type of insurance typically covers a range of situations, including property damage caused by tenants, loss of rental income due to damage, theft, or even a natural disaster and liability coverage in case a tenant or visitor gets injured on your property. It's like having a safety net that cushions you from the unexpected blows that being a landlord can bring. Landlord insurance is like having a personalised guardian for your investment property, and it gives you great peace of mind, which is key to reducing the day-to-day stress that being a landlord can sometimes bring. One extra thing you don't have to worry about, it covers the unique risks of being a landlord, from property damage caused by tenants to legal battles you might find yourself in. If you're in the landlord game, this is the one you want to be wearing, and trust me, it's a game changer. What does homeowners insurance mean? You've finally got that dream house of yours, where you kick off your shoes and create memories. Homeowners insurance steps in as a trusty sidekick, safeguarding your beloved abode from a whole bunch of disasters and mishaps. Imagine a world where your home falls victim to a fire, a burst pipe, or a violent storm. That's where homeowners insurance comes into play. It's like having a guardian angel that says, hey, I've got your back. When your property gets damaged due to no fault of your own in most cases, this insurance helps you rebuild and repair without draining your savings. But there's more. Homeowners insurance isn't just about the physical structure. It's also about everything you hold within those walls. Your furniture, electronics, your diamonds, your watches, and all those other possessions, they're all part of the package. If someone decides to help themselves to your TV during a break-in, homeowners insurance steps up and ensures you get a new one. Now, here's where it all gets interesting in comparison with the landlord insurance. While homeowners insurance is tailored to protect the property you live in, it might not cover the unique risks that come with renting out a space. Remember the umbrella that we talked about earlier? Well, it's sized just right for your personal use. But if you're sharing it with others, like tenants, you might need something a bit more specialized. When you're a landlord, your primary concern isn't just your personal belongings. It's also your investment and the potential financial hit if things go south. This is where landlord's insurance steps in, offering a beefier shield against the tenant-related risks, lost rental income, and potential legal battles. So in essence, homeowners insurance is basically that shelter that protects your home and belongings from the unexpected. It's designed for your primary residence and comes in handy when you face the unexpected. Whether it's a fire, a theft, or other covered mishaps, just remember, when you're diving into the landlord game, that trusty umbrella might need some extra reinforcement in the form of landlord insurance. Each insurance has its unique role, so don't mix up the umbrellas. One is your comfy home and the other is your savvy investment. Now let's tackle a crucial difference between landlord insurance and homeowners insurance that could save you a lot of headaches down the road. If you get this one wrong, you might find yourself in a sticky situation. I'm talking about the fact that personal property isn't typically considered in landlord insurance. Now, when I say personal property, I mean all those things you've accumulated within the four walls of your home. Your furniture, electronics, clothing, the list goes on. Homeowners insurance has your back when it comes to safeguarding these possessions. If disaster strikes and your TV takes an unfortunate tumble, or your fancy new iPhone decides to go for a swim in your morning coffee, homeowners insurance steps in like a hero to help cover or repair or replace the cost. Steps in like a hero to help cover the repair or replacement costs. But the thing with landlord insurance is that the focus shifts from your personal belongings to the structure itself and the unique risks of renting out the property. Think about it. As a landlord, you're not just responsible for your belongings, but also for providing a safe and habitable space for your tenants. That means if the roof springs a leak or the plumbing goes haywire, you're on the hook to make things right. And that's where landlord insurance steps in. It's designed to help you out with the big ticket repairs and liabilities. Now, don't get me wrong, landlord insurance isn't completely devoid of coverage. It typically includes fixtures that are part of the property, like built-in appliances, countertops, and flooring. But when it comes to your personal treasures, like that vintage record collection or your cozy sofa, you're pretty much on your own if they're damaged or stolen, unless you want to pay a premium to cover the contents as well. Something that you may want to consider if you're hosting guests on Airbnb, and maybe the fit out is a lot more than the standard furnished rentals most landlords offer. That being said, I personally don't cover any content as I feel the premiums outweigh the losses over time, especially with a large portfolio. So the long and short of what I've been saying is that while homeowners insurance lends a helping hand when it comes to your personal possessions, landlord insurance shifts its focus to the property itself and the landlord's specific risks that come with renting it out. If your aim is to go into the world of property investment, don't forget to factor in personal property coverage. It could mean the difference between a minor hiccup and a major financial setback. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss another video. A key aspect that sets homeowners insurance apart from landlord insurance is the claims and the costs. Now, I've got a real eye opener for you. Homeowners insurance generally has fewer claims and is less expensive compared to landlord insurance. And trust me, understanding this can be a game changer when you're figuring out which policy is right for you. Homeowners insurance is tailored for folks who live in their homes. That means you're surrounded by your own stuff, keeping an eye on the place, and generally taking care of the things day in and day out. As a result, the risk of damage or incidents tends to be lower. It's like when you're driving your own car, you tend to be a bit more careful, right? With this low risk comes a sweeter deal on premiums. Homeowners insurance usually costs less than landlord insurance, which makes sense since the insurance company is less likely to be shelling out for big claims. So it's like getting top-notch protection without breaking the bank. Now let's flip the script and talk about landlord insurance. When you're renting out your property, the dynamic changes. You're not the one living there day in and day out, and tenants might not treat the place with the same TLC that you would. This high level of foot traffic, and let's be honest, sometimes unexpected wear and tear can lead to more incidents and claims. And then there's the game I mainly play in, hosting guests on Airbnb, which is seen as a higher risk again. Think about it, if you're the landlord and a tenant's dog accidentally chews through the electrical wires, that's a claim right there. Or if your tenant accidentally leaves the water running, leading to a mini flood, you're looking at another potential claim. These scenarios can be more common when you're not in the house yourself, keeping an eye on things. And when there are more claims, well, you can bet your bottom dollar that the insurance companies will adjust their premiums to match the level of risk. This often means that landlord insurance comes with a bigger price tag compared to homeowners insurance. Understanding this cost and the claims dynamic can be a major factor in making the right decision for your specific situation. Stay smart and don't let these details catch you off guard. When you're a homeowner, your policy typically covers the things like the property damage and the liability, which is great. But if you find yourself in a legal tangle, let's say your neighbor slips on your icy driveway and decides to sue you, your homeowner's insurance might not be the knight in shining armor on that one. Legal battles can be costly, and without the extra protection, you could end up footing the bill for the lawyer fees and the court costs all on your own. On the other hand, landlord insurance not only covers property damage and liability and often includes legal protection as well. So if you're in a situation where a tenant decides to sue you over a dispute or an injury, your landlord insurance policy can come to the rescue, helping you to cover those hefty legal expenses that can stack up faster than you'd expect. Imagine it like this. Homeowners insurance is like having a solid wall to shield you from everyday troubles. But when the legal storm hits, you might find a leak or two. On the other hand, landlord insurance is like a fortress with an extra layer of protection, keeping you safe not only from physical damage, but also from the financial fallout of legal battles. So whether you're a homeowner or a landlord, understanding this difference is crucial. It's like knowing whether you've got an umbrella that can handle a drizzle or a one that can stand up to a full-blown thunderstorm. When it comes to legal fees and lawsuits, having the right insurance on your side can make all the difference in keeping your peace of mind intact and your wallet unscathed. Remember, it's not just about which policy is better, but about which one suits your unique situation. From protecting your personal belongings to handling legal battles, these insurances play different roles. So before you make that decision, think about your needs and the level of protection you want. Trust me, a little knowledge can save you a lot of hassle later. Happy renting, see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.